Hello everyone, thank you for joining. I am Jisary and I welcome you to my channel where I do all different kinds of creative content. My art looks bad. This is a thought I had a lot during last year. Looking back at last year's art, something just feels off. I know I'm not the best artist around, but I usually see progress in my drawing skill over a certain period of time. But I felt like last year not much happened in that regard. Especially my line work was something I didn't see development in at all. It just feels flat and boring. And no matter what line art technique I tried to emulate or tutorials I followed, nothing changed really, even though I really tried. So it got me thinking, might the problem not lie with me this time? Maybe I need to change the whole approach to drawing. Or maybe there's an external component that doesn't fit anymore. And I remembered that for several years now, I wanted to upgrade my drawing tablet. I used the same Wacom Intuos tablet now for at least 15 years. I'm actually surprised it was technically supported for that long. Maybe this would change something. And this is what I want to find out in this video. So, follow me on my quest to answer the following question. Does hardware influence your art? To find out the answer, I will redraw a piece of art I created last year. I want to take something that I rather liked, and since it is Easter, I landed on my Easter bunny from last year. It was in my last year's top 3, and it fits the theme of Easter. So then, let's go! I will do everything the same as last year. Well, at least as far as I remember it. I will use the same brushes, the same program, settings, PC, and so on. The only differences are that it has been a year since I have drawn the original, and my new tablet, of course. I bought myself another Wacom tablet, but this time one with an integrated display. So it is like a monitor you can draw on. I know, it is nothing special or nothing new. But until 2 weeks ago, I drew all of my art on a tablet that doesn't have a display. I really had to train myself to draw on a dark tablet that translates my lines to a screen in front of me. And I got used to it over time. It didn't really bother me. But I watch a lot of art and game dev content, and most of them use actually display including tablets. And I have to admit, with each new monitor, I always had to readjust my brain a little bit, because the resolutions changed. So, not having this effect will be nice. When I started drawing on the new tablet, it directly felt very different. The switch from looking up while drawing and not having a direct connection to what I do and what the screen shows is very different to directly drawing on the surface that actually shows my lines. It feels like, well, drawing. It might sound odd, but if you have ever drawn on a tablet that doesn't have a display, you will know what I mean. Every now and then, I draw traditionally to just get this feeling of drawing, which is something that digital art couldn't provide. Well, until today that is. The new tablet is completely satisfying this urge, or feeling. The feeling that you actually draw. And what can I say? I love it. I didn't even know that I was missing this feeling, to be honest. Last year I made several videos around art block and missing the motivation to draw. I had such a hard time getting myself to draw and had lost all fun around it, which made me really sad and frustrated with myself. But with a new tablet, I might have found one of the reasons why I felt that way. The feeling of drawing was gone, and it seems it was one of my main motivators, and I didn't even know it. So, this is the first change I noticed right away. But there's also something else. I can zoom in now and work zoomed in. What I mean is, when you work on a disconnected tablet that doesn't have a display and you zoom in on the picture, it doesn't translate one-to-one. It is probably also because my Intuos was quite old and didn't support the modern monitor resolutions anymore. But the new tablet has the resolution it has, and zooming in and out doesn't change how the lines behave. So, you can work way better in a detailed, zoomed-in way. I mean, drawing a line feels generally better now. I think the quality just improved within the last 15 years. Not only with the tablets, but also the pens. You might now think, duh, of course technology gets better. But when you work with something you are so used to and is not broken, you don't really think about that it fell behind in terms of technology and that you need something new. Well, or maybe it is just me. I can be pretty stingy at times. But in my defense, without having the direct comparison of two tablets, I just didn't feel like I need an upgrade. In hindsight, it feels so logical to assume the tablet was just outdated and not able to provide the same quality anymore. But I was in my trot, and it didn't cross my mind. It also doesn't help that I always think that I'm the problem first. But alas, I think it is obvious that I don't regret the purchase. Will it improve or change my art though? We will see in a second. But I have no idea what to do with my old Intuos now. I haven't touched it since I have the new one. And it is lying on my shelf, sadly watching me draw on another tablet. Stop looking at me. I don't know why I humanize objects, but I do sometimes. I do the same with plants. I have a palm. I call him Eddie. He's a funny guy. Okay, I think I babbled enough. Let's get to the moment all waited for. Just as a reminder, this is the original from last year. And this is the new version. I present to you my redrawing result. 1 year apart, using all the same techniques and brushes, etc., but using different tablets. So, what do you think? My personal opinion is clear. It looks and feels very different. And trust me, it is not because I developed my art skills so much last year. Just as a proof, here's the very last picture I drew with the old tablet. As you can see, there is not so much of a difference in terms of skill. Fun fact, the first picture I drew with the new tablet is actually this one. If that isn't proof that the tablet alone changed my drawing a lot and doesn't automatically make it better, I don't know what is. In case you wonder how this happened, the lines are so thick because I barely ever zoomed in. I was so not used to the display being right beneath my pen that I treated it just like a regular traditional drawing on paper. And obviously you can't zoom into the paper. Well, I guess you can get your head closer if I think about it. But you know what I mean, you can't zoom in. I just noticed this afterwards. Sometimes we behave weird, I guess. Well, or maybe it's just me. I know it looks bad, but I actually like it. I just think it's funny. Oh, and in case you need more props, I also redrew another picture spontaneously. This time, one of my worst pics of last year. This is Hilda, a fan that I drew from Fantasy Life I, a video game. Since I like the character so much, I feel so bad about treating her so badly, so I decided to redraw her as well. And I feel like it has the same effect. The lines just look better. I'm just able to have more dynamic line thickness with the better resolution and the improved pen pressure. The brushes look also a little different with the new technology I use. But the best thing of all is, I really had fun making those drawings. My Easter Bunny redraw took me about roughly 4 hours. And I drew them more or less in one go. I made regular breaks, of course, and stretched myself and got water and so on. I sit 4 hours straight in a row. I haven't drawn for an extended period of time in one go just because it is fun for so long. And this makes me really, really happy. I even found myself wanting to draw after I was done with creating these videos captures. Just for the sake of drawing. It might seem like a given, but I didn't feel like this for at least 6 months, maybe even longer. So, the answer to the question, does new hardware change your art, is oh yes. On the one side, the improved technology gives me more line control, which improves the visual quality of my art. But the bigger change is just the feeling. Changing my drawing trot and perspective on how drawing should feel like changed how I approach it and brought back my art passion, which I didn't even know I lost. I'm pretty sure this also works for traditional art. When you change the pens or paper or something, I'm sure the art will look and feel different as well. I mean, different papers have different textures. Pens feel different when holding them depending on their forms. I'm pretty sure it all changes the feeling. I remember how I always got a little dizzy from using alcohol markers. Something I didn't really like at all, even though I enjoy drawing with markers generally speaking. But changing your materials, hardware or software is not a guarantee to improve your art, as proven by me. It doesn't automatically increase your skill, unfortunately. It might even decrease it to a degree, as you need to get used to a new way of drawing. But that is okay. It can be fun to try out new stuff, so just embrace it. So the next time you are stuck and you think you're just in a phase of art block, maybe you really just need to change something about your process. Try it out and see what happens. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay healthy and comfy until we meet again.